garden. Our own little garden.
Well, you're in a position to demand that, guys. I mean, management are here. The
Right.
1975 garden.
If anyone refers to it as the compound tomorrow, they're leaving.
Exactly, it's the garden, the utopian ideal that we're trying to achieve for everyone.
What happens after?
We're going to party for a little bit.
Tear up
Good.
the compound.
And then we're going
You
to
couldn't
leave.
not.
Then we're going to leave, guys, on the tour bus.
On the
on the
night.
way to, probably about 2 hours after the show. We're
Yeah.
going to roll out and go to Leeds and make sure we get some sleep and then get up and do Leeds. And then after Leeds, we'll do the same thing until we get to Glasgow.
What happens when you headline a festival like that? Do you sound check? Do you sound check?
No.
No sound check.
No.
Just wing it.
They've gone.
Just wing it,
The crew can go with a recording of you, and they can do the sound check.
Yeah.
Isn't that mad? That
A little bit,
I don't
yeah.
I don't want to deep dive into that too much.
No. It's well, if you think about
But you think you sound check every show?
we
but
don't
not that?
we don't actually sound check every show, and
Yeah.
you get used to that because that's the same
Yeah.
at every festival.
Yeah.
You've just got to have a good crew and you've got to have consistency, like
Yeah.
in any business. Really.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to have people that you trust and people that are good.
How many people are in your family on the road?
It goes from 23 to 100.
Wow.
Scalable production.
And tomorrow's full crew?
Yeah, I think so.
amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there, but it's UK based as well. So
Yeah.
so there'll be a lot of.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I'm
be
so
mad.
excited
I'm so
for you.
excited, man. So excited. I don't want it to be particularly like slick or anything.
No.
I just want it to feel like this. I'm just trying to deal with it being me, being us now, and being the same people as we were like 10 years. Because like 10 years ago, we'd be like, dude, just put us anywhere.
We'll take
Literally anywhere. I will go. I went without, like I said, been without a ticket. I just let us play. So, and I don't feel like the same person. So I'm
You just
really
said you
trying
did.
to. No.
Which one is it?
I'm having moments of nearly getting there. But then there's this
That's
interface.
what you should feel like.
And I want to
You
feel
should
like that
feel like
tomorrow.
the same
I want to
person.
feel like I've literally like crawled over the barrier.
I think that's the healthy is feeling
I
like
said that to Craig David earlier.
what? Oh yeah, he was in the building.
Sorry, did George just name drop Craig David on the radio?
What happened?
Just real life.
Did Craig know that you were? Did you have to tell him?
He was really nice. Said
He's
hello,
the nicest
and then he was
guy I've ever
like,
met.
Leeds and Reading will be amazing. And I was like, oh yeah, scared. And then he was like, nah, it'll be fine. And I said, yeah, I'm just going to pretend that I'm on the other side.
You got
of the barrier.
yoded. You got yoded by
The thing is, like Leeds and Reading
Baby.
is that festival though. Every band has the gig of their life.
Nirvana
there.
headlined it.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah, and don't tell me you haven't watched that and
Well, that's
thought
the
about
only
your
thing,
performance.
the territorial doing away
Tutorial
is what it's
bleepings.
called.
Yes,
live
tune.
at Reading.
that tune.
It is the ultimate.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than that of just a moment in culture and music and oh god.
And obviously his entrance on the stage.
Him on the
It's
wheelchair.
rock music, you know.
I know
History.
it's history. Yeah. I haven't got a wheelchair. I think I'm just gonna absolutely leg it. I'm
Just
gonna
sprint on.
Straight on.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll be straight on. Like Les Dawson.
How fast you can get across.
You're gonna Benny Hill it all day.
Okay, let's play a
be a lot
track.
of-
Nah, you know what?
Yeah,
We're an important band now.
yeah, it's true.
It is, man. And we
It's
should.
true.
So we're in a room with like. It feels quite personal and private here, and we should be proud of that. We're headlining Reading tomorrow, and we haven't seen each other in like a week.
Yeah.
No, how many days?
I saw you yesterday.
Oh, sorry.
What are you talking about?
But it I miss you guys, man. When I go home, come on. We haven't all done this.
Have you?
So
But
let's
that's
do it
what I
now.
mean. Have
We
you sat
kind
and
of
We
actually
haven't
gone?
really spoken about.
But you must have at the time when you got the offer and you accepted it. Did you sit around and be like, "Whoa, this is really
Yeah,
happening"?
To be fair, also when you're playing like we haven't played in the UK for a long time.
Yeah,
I
It's
guess.
like
I don't know.
exciting, man. Anyway, we're just having a bit of a.
Yeah,
It's weird that we're on the radio that I did that.
That's what this is. That's what this is. It's a chance for everyone to go like process it, right? Right, let's play Longbeard. Tell me about this piece.
I just love this tune. Did
Yeah.
I pick this?
I think so, yeah.
This will be in one of my texts that I've sent you when you're not. Yeah, I like this song. I have absolutely no idea. What's it called? Longbeard? That's ridiculous.
Longbeard.
Oh, I like this tune.
Ridiculous
Sweetheart.
name.
Who I don't know who they are. She is. He
Tell you
is.
what,
Who
if
are they?
I picked it, it's going to sound blooming lovely.
Have you
I
picked
reckon.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
have.
has,
Because I know
okay.
this song called Sweetheart. Goes, Sweetheart.
Yeah.
That's all I know about it.
Okay.
But I've been listening to it in the shower and Kensal Rise. This is me walking around Queen's Park, Kensal Rise, having a lovely little morning.
In your headphones. Oh, it is nice.
It is nice.
people saying, this is what I have been waiting for. Absolutely amazing. Cannot wait to hear the album. I knew that the 1975 had it in them.
Bless him.
Sounds like your
It's a
dad
bit
or
of
something.
passive aggressive
Yeah,
thing to
sounds
say,
like
isn't
your
it?
dad.
All right, Adam,
Don't
mate.
pretend like you knew what you needed.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you needed.
You've got all the information, have you?
You just got it.
Is that what this is?
But the album, it has an official release date, which is 2020
Yeah,
February.
it is now. It
Right.
is 20 February 2020.
So what happened?
Well, I was a real-time expression from the beginning, and the only reason I ever gave any dates is because people wouldn't blooming stop asking me about it. I said I'm making 2 albums, right? And so I did one, right? And it was really, I say me, because I was talking about, this is me talking. We made these, so we made one. It was really good, right?
It was really good.
Dead good. So I was like, right, we're going to do another one. And everyone's like, oh, when's that then?
Excuse me. You'd already
When's that, mate? And I'm like, well, I
less
don't
than
really-
halfway through making the first one.
Exactly.
You told everyone on the internet that we were doing another one.
Yeah, well, that was my fault, but we were committed, right? And we stuck with it.
It's only 2 months after.
It's only 2
the
months.
Year.
Yeah.
Exactly, and everyone's like, oh, when's the
It's
other
still
album?
within 18 months. It's within 16 months. You've got 2
That
albums
just
within
sounds like
16 months.
semantics,
Anyway, it's within an era. It's more about touring, man, because like we want to tour properly and like to really
course.
get our show around the world globally. Like it takes time, and we also want it to, you can. It's just not consumption is not at the place where you can like tour for 2 years like on one
Yeah.
record. Like
Yeah.
you need to be making creative statements, and that's what we're about. So.
Well, when you were on the show, you were telling us that you were in the process of making this album. Notes in a conditional form.
Yeah.
When was that?
So,
Probably about 2 years
so
ago. or something.
is it finished?
No,
Okay. Just wanted to check.
absolutely not.
How
We've
far
given you the
through
2
are
songs
we?
that we've done.
Yeah.
We're literally doing it like that.
Yeah.
It's like finishing coursework. So just get the first one done and we can worry about the other ones later. So it's like, people's amazing. It's like, yeah, I should hope so. It's the only thing we've been doing for ages. No. It's like halfway. We're going in the studio for like another 6 weeks. If we're
Yeah.
proper focused at that time,
Yeah.
then it'll be finished. And if
Yeah.
we're not, then well.
Yeah.
Let's just be
Because that's the thing. You're touring. You're trying to do this on top of obviously
we
this
forgot about
huge
that.
tour.
We're trying to do both.
And
But
do you do stuff on the road?
we
Can you do
made
that?
people in a bus, man.
You can
Yeah.
do things on the road if you do like a tour instead of like festival season is hard. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
hard
that's
to get
hard.
stuff done. Like I have a Pelly case that I carry around, but when we're on a tour, like we just did the American tour in a studio bus, and that was amazing.
Is that the first time you've done
We're
that?
very privileged.
Yeah, I mean
to
that
have
was
that. How
I just
lucky.
nonchalantly
How
say
lucky.
that, but it was amazing.
So that helps,
Yeah.
were
But if
just-
you're in one country, it's a lot easier because
Yeah.
you can just create a routine.
Yeah. And keep going back
But
to
it's
that
not
place.
easy.
Yeah.
But don't moan. That's the philosophy.
Yeah. Don't moan. Carry
Let's
on.
just come on.
Again, I don't want to keep going back to things that you said, but you did hint at it being the kind of vibe of driving around the UK at night, that whole going into service stations, that like
Yeah,
a
there
kind of
is
reminiscent
that.
of when you were doing that kind of.
There's a UK.
Is that still there?
Yeah, there's a whole essence of like UK nighttime culture.
Amazing.
And what else does it sound like? What other dynamics are there?
Acoustic one. Nice bit of acoustic.
Yeah, there's nice acoustic
Yeah.
one. There is nice acoustic one.
Yeah.
There's also small.
These are all actual
strong-
tracks.
these are
Nice,
small,
nice
strong
acoustic one.
The rest of the album in broken English, as if you're instructing a taxi driver.
You know what
Long
it is?
drum
I
one?
kind of think I figured it out the other day.
Long, hard drum.
What it is with our thing, like we have the tagline, we create in the way that we consume. Like the thing is, I think about our records is that I think us as songwriters and who we are as a band, like we're quite intuitive musically. So I think that I
Fast
feel like
piano.
when we hear songs, I think that I feel like when I get a feeling from, I don't know, Black Flag or Whitney
Yeah.
Houston, I feel like I know why I feel like that, and I understand what they're getting at. So how are they doing that?
Yeah.
That's kind of been the pursuit. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like we just really
is
attracted
the
to
only
music.
thing we've
We
got better
we
at.
really understand emotionally.
Yeah.
So that goes from everything that we grew up with, which was it's interesting. Like, it's inherently like black music. That's kind of like the foundation. So that's why, you know, there's still like people, for example, still has like a intense rhythm section to it. But we go everywhere that we've ever been, like emotionally, musically, you know, and it's really exciting to have that freedom culturally and be permitted to keep doing that by our audience. You know, they get more excited every time we do that, and we're not doing it we're doing it to not be bored.
Yeah.
Like doing
It's
one,
a direct reflection of your mind. It's
I would be so bored if I was in like Metallica or something.
Yeah,
like,
because
you know.
you have these like very strict boundaries of what you do and what it sounds like and how you
also
do
it
it.
feels weird to like create something and then go and then to immediately go, how do I create something that works with this? Like, why would you do that? Why would you just be in such a tiny area to create like of creativity? I mean, it's just a bit odd.
To be
But
fair,
yeah,
it's
just
gonna
being frenetic and not.
going to be more diverse than the last one, I think.
Do you
Really?
think?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, already just hearing people kind of feels like
Yeah,
an
I mean,
extreme
everyone's like, is that what it's going to
sonic.
sound like? No, obviously not. 'Cause,
So it's not, you haven't made a hardcore album.
We haven't made a hardcore record, and we haven't made a record that's just about the environment either.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think it's a 1975 record, so it's everything that we're scared of, and everything that it's about love, fear, and
Yeah.
you know. To be fair, we are inherently more outward than we started out. Let's say like as a like lyricist or something. Like first record's quite an inward record. Start stepping outward on the second. By the time you get to notes, it's pretty outward projection. And like I said, it's not all socio-political. It's not all terrifying. I think it's got at least two of our kind of purest, like sweetest, most kind of not sad or moments, like kind of like really nice moments on it. And it does deal with the end of the world, and it does deal with you know, relationships and all those kind of things. And
it does have the most English moment, or the most British moments.
this is what Annie was saying before, though, because that's all we've
really
been
want to
chatting
know
about.
what you're talking about, obviously, but you can't tell me.
But it's just.
Shall we guess?
I mean, it's like it's garage
Doc
music. It's
Cotton?
like
Just green
garage
sleeves.
music, hyperdub, like you know, like Radiohead. Always got to shout out Radiohead.
Yeah.
We always do have to shout them out. Play Done. Can we skip down, or
Let's
have you
play
got to
Done.
play other stuff?
No, of course not. We'll do whatever.
I mean, it does get into like.
Shall I hit play
It's
and we can
Carnival
talk?
next week.
It's Carnival this weekend. Yeah,
I think
major.
there's one moment on the record that almost goes to Carnival.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Have you made a soca record? Have the 1975 made a soca? I wouldn't
That's
put it
when it
past
would be
you.
too far, but it does get. It does get it.
Okay, what's done, please?
I don't know. Just turn it up. It's a song that I saved on my phone. I can't even pronounce their names.
Don't make
but
me
this
pronounce
tune
it. I can't do it.
Goes so hard.
Okay. Was this an inspiration? Were you listening to this when
Yeah,
you were
I've
making
listened
the
to
album?
this a lot. I've listened
Great.
to this a lot. George has listened to this a lot.
Inspired by
Very
this.
big George. Very big George record. This
Okay. Sounds incredibly British, that. It's all steppy and
dark,
dubby.
Just
dotty.
And I love the vocal.
bit rubbish. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
that's what we
it.
would say. A bit
Bad
rubbish.
quality,
Yeah, a bit
but
rubbish. Needs to be a
It
little
has
bit
good
rubbish.
effect. And your vocal sounds like it's been recorded on a phone. but
Mike
Some of the
Skinner.
best ones are.
Mike Skinner, greatest of all time. Greatest. I've always said that though. I'm just saying that.
You've met him, right?
He's become. I'm very, very honoured to be kind of a little bit of a mate
Yeah.
of his now. So
He's a very good
we
guy.
keep trying to get. He's got a mixtape coming out, and there's so many sick people on it.
Yeah.
Like I can't announce who's on
got
it.
slow
but-
tie on it.
Yeah, that's right. Loads of sick people. Octavian, and loads of sick people.
Yeah.
And I just haven't had a minute of any time
Yeah.
to jump on it, and I don't also know why I do, but I'm sure he'd guide me. But anyway, yeah, there's
You've
a lot
got
of him.
to. You've
There's
got
a
to
lot of
do
him.
it.
There's a lot of him on our record. Listen, we're mates now.
When
so
you
we'll
say a
figure
lot of
something
him,
out.
you mean influence?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He like Original Pirate Material is the best for me. Is my favourite British debut album ever.
Yeah. Turn the page.
Yeah, I mean,
Opening
it's just
strings.
everything about it is absolutely amazing.
Shall we play something? Can we play something off it?
Can we play It's Too Late?
Oh,
That
yeah.
song is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
full on. And you know, I asked him.
Let's just play bangers.
I asked him about. I was saying, I was boring his ear off. I was like, right. I wanted to do some strings, a string arrangement. So how did you write the string arrangement for It's Too Late? And he was like, I just I don't know if I should say this. He goes, oh, well, I just nicked it off it was like the upload sound on like a software CD that I had. So when you put the CD in, it played like this string arrangement. So I just took that and put a beat on it and wrote like the greatest narrative of all time. I mean, the guy is, he's my guy. I love him so much.
He's a national treasure.
He really is.
Favorite album favorite British debut ever, you say?
Favorite British debut. I say
Hang on,
stuff.
where are you?
Where am I? I say
you
stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always like greatest. But the statistic for that one is best British debut album ever, in my opinion.
I hear you.
My humble opinion.
The Mercury Prize. Are you going to be there?
We're not going to be there, and we're kind of gutted, you know. I talk really honestly about it. Our first, we're on tour. Basically, we're playing shows in Australia. Yeah. My first instinct was cancel it, man. I want to win the Mercury for about 35 seconds.
You could still win the Mercury.
Well, that's not the point. It's just that I've been to those things before, and I think that being there in the room, it's very much a celebration of the best records.
Absolutely.
It very much is that. It doesn't feel that pompous.
And it feels like a privilege to be in the room to see them played out live.
And the energy of the performances. I've only been there the once, but it was really genuine. Yeah. So I can imagine I can imagine like Slow Tie, like just tearing the room apart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Or something like that.
Little Sims
exactly.
live.
And I'm not saying that our record isn't as good as theirs. It's just that what it's about for us now is that the reason that record's been recognised is because like it means something, and it like to people, and we're like so fortunate to have such a kind of a global fan base that we're really humbled, and we wish that we could be there, like on a not on an ego level, but on a personal level, on a personal level, yeah. But it's not as important as what we get to do when we do it. When we do our shows, our shows are so important to us. It's really powerful every night, and I'd love to win a Mercury. I'd love to be there, and because it's great. A shout out to everyone. I can't even remember the list of people, but it's like slaves
Voles,
and
no, not slaves. Voles, Idols.
That's it. Who are in that album? That album's amazing.
Little Sim, Slow Tie,
Dave. We'd love to be there.
Kate
We just we'd already
Yeah, you're on tour in Australia. You can't cancel an Australian tour. We're like, that's not feasible.
But it's also not what we want to do. I kind of don't want to be there if I've got a show that some kid has like been looking forward to for however long. You know? So But anyway, thanks so much, because we are like Reading. Like we grew up with all this kind of stuff. The Mercuries, and that's like our second Mercury. That's our third nomination for as a record label as well. Dirty Hit, 3 in a row. Won it last year. Be sick if we won it again.
And your performance when you were nominated was unforgettable. Remember you jumped on the Skepta's table? You jumped on Skepta's table.
Oh yeah, in Platforms.
Yeah, smashed it.
It was sick. I loved it.
And they were here for it. Everyone was here for that.
Skepta, that's when we became friends. He was like, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this boy in a cat suit and Platforms dancing over my roast chicken or whatever it was.
Knowing them, it was probably just cold pizza.
Yeah, exactly. If it was Jamie, actually, he wouldn't be eating chicken.
Yeah, he wouldn't. No.
Your mum's ringing you.
Is she?
Do you want to answer it?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'll speak to you in a minute.
Shall we play a banger?
What's a banger?
LCD Sound System. No.
She plays bass, Beeba Doobie.
Oh, okay. Where's that? I see it.
That's a banger.
Let's play that into LCD.
Let's do that.
No, we'll talk in between, obviously, because we can't not.
This is a tune.
Yeah.
This is a proper tune.
We played this last night. It's aced.
That's a tune.
There's a personal connection, right?
Yeah, she's on our label.
She's on your label.
Legend.
Yeah. So how does that happen? How much of an input do you guys have
with B?
With people like B?
Well, B's just a mate of ours now.
Yeah.
And we're just there to help. I've played like a little bit of guitar on her records.
Yeah.
We've been creatively we've hung out a lot. So, and but B's doing her own thing. B kind of inspired our record a little bit.
Yeah.
Like what Rome did with A Brief Inquiry.
Yeah.
Rome literally worked on that record though.
Yeah.
B's like making. She's like a prolific thing.
Yeah.
Our label, we have this thing of like there's.
Yeah.
There's kids that want to do it, and there's kids that are gonna do it. And when you find the kids that are gonna do it anyway,
Yeah.
you know, it's amazing to just help facilitate them because they've just got everything. B is everything you see is her,
it
is
and
her,
real?
you know.
Yeah.
And those are the only expressions that we're interested in, you know. So we're really proud to be affiliated with, you know, the Japanese House and No Rome and B and Oscar Lang and all these amazing new artists. But we're kind of just there, like, to help out, and sometimes we get heavily involved.
Yeah, it changes from artist to artist, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
George
what
like
do they-
produced like the Japanese House record with Amber
Yeah.
and so that was like a full on.
Yeah. Job.
I think
Job.
we will dive in pretty hands-on when we have the time to. But for now, we have the privilege of like cherry picking things when
Yeah.
we have time to do it, which is lovely.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. So it's time to bid you adieu.
I'm going for dinner.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Go for dinner.
I'm just
Go for
saying,
dinner.
just talking what's on my brain now. I'm getting really hungry. I'm excited.
Let's look at the countdown. We're now on 24 hours. We're less than 25 hours till this time tomorrow. You're on in exactly 1 hour tomorrow.
Got to do sleep in there as well.
Will you sleep? Will you sleep tonight?
Tonight I'll be buzzing. I'll probably just be watching the video, being like,
I'll probably just
"So sick."
probably just be
all
buzzing.
night. Oh, look, so sick. And oh Matt. And then I wouldn't sleep because of that. And now I've got Reading tomorrow, so I should try and get some sleep. Let's not leave too early, but I would like to go and see some stuff. But let's not leave too early. Let's have a nice
Leaving at
chilled
2.
morning. We're leaving at 2
That's perfect.
on the bus. Is the bus? Where from King's Cross?
Near your house.
All right.
Near your house.
Oh, the management are like,
No. Oh, it's actually
you'll
not.
have like a mad parade of
They're all laughing
1975
because they say that I've
fans.
got that wrong. Can you imagine?
Okay, well, listen, I hope that it is everything you want it to be. That's all I'm going to say. And more.
Thanks.
Thank you,
more.
Annie. That's very sweet.
And thank you so much for being here tonight on this mad night.
Thanks for having us. It's been wicked, man.
Such a pleasure to have you. Let's finish then with LCD.
Yeah, our favourite collective
fave.
song of all time.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man. God, yeah.
Let's hit it.
Walk-off song.
They played this when we walked off the first time we ever played. Was it the first one, Ross? You were the one who had the moment.
Did I?
What was the moment?
Remember?
Oh, at Reading.
Yeah, when you got a
Oh,
bit...
I cried.
Yeah.
Hang on, rewind. What happened?
Ross had a little
A
moment.
bit
Yeah.
of a moment. It was just because we went to that Leeds in 2007 as
Yeah.
the band,
Yeah.
and we said one day we'll do that, and then we did it in 2013, and to like a triple full tent, and then walked off, and this song was on, and I just
Just all came
got a
out.
bit
Yeah, that
lost.
was it. That's what it takes.
I think there's going to be tears
So
tomorrow,
tomorrow it's
right?
going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I hope there's so many tears in a good way. Tears of joy.
Yeah, man.
Right, let's do it. Let's press play, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
See you
later.
soon.
See ya.
Those pianos. Let's do it.